sure there were times you've walked into a shop and picked up items without noticing price tags or labels on shelves. For some of us, because we have an idea of the cost of particular items we typically purchase, we pay no mind to the costs until we get to the cashier and wonder, how come it's so much? While your mind won't hop directly into the algebraic aspect of the scenario, you mentally perform a series of steps which follow from an algebraic process of solving equations. This is Mastering CSEC Mathematics Bite-Sized. If you are like most students who've heard about mathematics from a friend of theirs, you probably have heard the horrific tales of a topic called algebra. What if I convinced you by the end of this lesson, algebra may not be half bad, once you utilize the concept appropriately? Chris walked into a nearby shop and picked up 3 packs of cashew nuts and a large bottle of water. When Chris gets to the cashier, he pays her with a $50 bill and receives $19 in change. He knew the cost of the bottle of water was $10, as he had glanced the price list posted while grabbing the bottle. He hadn't seen a price on the shelf where he picked up the cashews and started thinking, well, how much was one of these? Let's walk through this problem to determine the cost of 1 pack of cashews. Since we do not know the cost of 1 pack of cashews, we will label this as X. In algebra, we use a letter-like symbol to replace our unknown quantities. The letter-like symbols in algebra are called variables. We'll first begin by creating an expression in X for the items purchased. How many packs of cashews did he purchase? A total of 3 packs. If the cost of 1 pack is X, how do you think we can write a simple expression in X for the cost of the 3 packs? Well, 1 pack is 1X. And add another pack, so that's X plus X. That's basically 2 times the cost of 1 pack, which will leave us with 2X. Now the cost of 3 packs would be X plus another X, which would mean 3 times the cost of 1 pack, which is 3X. We have an expression for the cost of the 3 packs of cashews as 3X. In this expression, notice that there's a number in front of X. This number is called a coefficient, and written in this way, it tells us that we have 3 of the variable X. That is to say, we are multiplying the variable X by 3. Chris grabbed a bottle of water. What was the cost of it again? $10, which means we know the cost of the bottle of water and do not need a variable. Instead, we are going to add the cost of the water to the expression as just the numerical value, 10. The expression now becomes 3x plus 10. The number 10 here is called a constant, as it is a fixed numerical value. What we have here is an algebraic expression, and soon we'll make notes of the difference between an algebraic expression and an equation. Pay close attention to this while working with algebraic expressions and equations. We cannot lump together constants and terms with variables. They are not the same. This means we should leave the expression as it is. Next, we are creating an equation since we have some information about the total. Recall Chris paid with a $50 bill and received $19 change. What do you think the cost was? This is where your brain begins to naturally reverse the events which occurred to assist in mentally finding the value for the cost of the cashews. 50 subtract 19 leaves us with 31, which tells us that he paid a total of $31 for everything. So we write that our algebraic statement of 3x plus 10 is now equal to 31. Notice we added another algebraic term and a specific symbol, the equal sign. Whenever you see algebraic statements containing an equal sign, you should associate it with the word equation. In an equation, we are essentially stating that 2 expressions are the same value as each other. 3x plus 10 is equal to 31 tells us that 3 packs of cashews and a $10 bottle of water costs $31. While most students can mentally compute this, let's associate it with the algorithmic process to solve the equation, as it will help improve your reasoning skills and you'll do better in written algebraic assessments. First, we subtract 10 from 31. Why? Since we know the total cost of all the items and the cost of the bottle of water, we can simply subtract what we know from the total cost. Bet you already had that in mind, and you now have 21. That's excellent. But when writing your working, try to remember the statements are equally important. You should now have a statement saying 3x is equal to 21. And why do we have this? We subtracted the constant 10 from the total 31. Here's the part most students get tricked up with, so pay close attention. Recall 3x meant that we multiplied x by 3. If you spend $21 for 3 items, what would you do to get the cost of 1? Obviously, you'll divide the total by 3 since you purchased 3 identical items. Again, mental math problems like these are a breeze when you know your timetables. 21 divided by 3 leaves us with 7. Now, our cost of 1 pack of cashews can be stated as we write x is equal to 7 and we write our answer. The cost of 1 pack of cashews is $7. Well, this lesson was focused on one little example. Can you recall the information discussed? Let's see. Can you solve equations like these? Leave your answer in the comment section as to which solution is the correct one. This is Mastering CSEC Mathematics Bite-Sized Lessons, and if you enjoyed today's lesson and found it informative, feel free to leave a comment, like, and share with your friends. If you are interested in private tutoring during the September 2025 to July 2026 academic year, feel free to contact us via WhatsApp to find out about our available time slots for private one-on-one tutoring.